Toronto FC back at it in Major League Soccer action with a trip down to Houston to take on the Dynamo this Saturday. Gareth Wheeler alongside Terry Dunfield with your match preview. I can't believe it's only Toronto FC's 5th match of the regular season. It seems like they've been playing forever, but these are the challenges of playing in multiple competitions simultaneously, and those challenges will be front and center again this weekend, Terry, with a very similar team traveling to Houston that played in the 2-0 loss to Colorado last weekend.
Yeah, it could mean an opportunity for some of TFC's younger players, some of the squad players. So I'm looking forward to see how they do in their second game. Hopefully they learn from a couple of the mistakes that they had and improve on some of the things that they did extremely well. You always want to play a couple of games. Sometimes it's tough to show exactly what you can do in only one appearance.
Of course, Toronto FC are going to have eyes on Wednesday's CONCACAF Champions League second leg against Chivas de Guadalajara, and MLS refused to postpone or move this fixture. So thus, this is what we're left with this weekend. With that being said, Terry, whether it's head coach Greg Vanney, we heard from Nico Hasler, Jason Hernandez, these players and the coach are confident that TFC can come away with a result on the weekend. What do they need to do differently or better in order to come away with something?
I think the Houston Dynamo are an interesting team. They haven't won in their last 4 games since beating Atlanta at home. They're a team looking to possess the ball a little bit more, be a little bit less direct going forward. But it's all about TFC, and I think the fact that this will be their second game together, this group of players hasn't played a ton of football together. I think they'll have learned from that game in Colorado, and I think they just need to get into that final third and stay there a little bit more, try to create 1 or 2 more opportunities. I thought defensively they were quite good away in Colorado, and they were really well connected too.
And there were some good performances last weekend in Colorado as well. I was really impressed with Jay Chapman, another opportunity for the Canadian midfielder to stake his place, in the competition for places in this Toronto FC team.
Yeah, the younger players coming in, he was probably the pick of the bunch. I thought he played with confidence. He played in between the lines well. I don't think he gave it away all night. So I think he'll enjoy getting a second successive start.
In the Dynamo, you mentioned it, Terry, they're on 5 points. For me, they're a much better team at home than they are away. And they have some very pacey, some fast players in attack that Toronto FC are going to have to be wary of. Who in particular are you looking out for this weekend?
I like the 2 Hondurans, Elise and Kyoto, either side of the front 3. Martinez has come in. He scored last week against San Jose. They were a little bit unlucky. They conceded in the 85th minute, drew 2-2 to a Hiker goal. But they're looking to get the ball into Martinez. He'll pull the strings underneath of Minotas up top, and he'll look to spring the pacey Kyoto and Elise on either side on the flanks.
This game will be looked upon independently from Wednesday against Chivas. It's not panic stations, but you want to go out there and start picking up points in league play and not build too much of a hole for yourself moving forward.
Yeah, I think if you look at where both clubs are in the standings, I think 3 points are very important just to get in and around that playoff group at this stage of the season.
The good news is that you're playing Houston in April and not playing down there in June, July, August with the Heat. But the Heat will be turned up on the field Saturday afternoon on 3 p.m. You can watch on TSN and listen on TSN 1050.